Welcome back to Cyberspace, the podcast where we dive deep into psychology, culture, media, and technology. I'm your host, Leslie Poston, a research psychologist, strategist, and leadership consultant. Today, we're tackling a set of 4 skills that have become must-haves in our rapidly evolving digital landscape: media literacy, information literacy, AI verification literacy, and digital literacy. In an era where misinformation can influence everything from your financial decisions to political beliefs, mastering these skills is not just beneficial, it's essential for safeguarding your health, finances, education, government, and, your sanity. I'm here to help you understand these 4 literacies and how they intersect to help us navigate the complexities of the modern world. Let's start with media literacy, a concept that's been around for decades but has gained newfound importance in our digital age. Media literacy empowers us to critically analyze the messages we receive through various media outlets. These messages can come in the form of ads, television, movies, radio, government communication, and more. It's about understanding the purpose behind these messages, understanding who is sending them, paying for them, and timing their distribution, as well as recognizing the techniques used to convey them and evaluating their implications and effects. The concept of media literacy was first introduced by Marshall McLuhan in the 1960s, but it has evolved significantly since then. A study by Tully et al., published in the Journal of Media Literacy Education, found that individuals with higher levels of media literacy were better equipped to identify misinformation and less likely to share that misinformation on social media platforms. This research underscores the critical role media literacy plays in combating the spread of false information online. Consider the impact of media literacy on discerning the reliability and bias of news sources. In today's polarized media landscape, it's more important than ever to understand the motivations behind the news we consume. In a 2022 study from the Pew Research Center, researchers Amy Mitchell, Jeffrey Gottfried, and Michael Barthel found that only 26% of Americans could consistently distinguish between factual statements, opinions, and news stories. This statistic highlights the urgent need for improved media literacy skills across the population. MIT recently published a quiz to help people determine if they could spot a fake headline, a big part of being media literate. I'll link to it in the Patreon post that follows this episode later in the week. The consequences of media illiteracy can be profound. We've seen how misinformation has affected major political and health outcomes in recent years. During the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, for instance, the World Health Organization has had to combat what they termed an infodemic alongside the actual virus. A lack of media literacy skills contributed to the spread of harmful misinformation about treatments and preventative measures, ultimately impacting public health outcomes. Media literacy also plays a critical role in understanding advertising and its influence on our behavior. A study by Rosendahl et al., published in the Journal of Consumer Research, found that individuals with higher media literacy were less susceptible to manipulative advertising techniques and made more informed purchasing decisions. This highlights how media literacy can have tangible benefits in our everyday lives, potentially saving us money and helping us make choices that align better with our values and our needs. Now, let's shift our focus to information literacy. While closely related to media literacy, information literacy encompasses a broader and deeper set of skills. It involves the ability to identify, locate, evaluate, and use information effectively. In essence, it's about knowing how to find reliable information and what to do with it once you have it, and is an even more important skill than media literacy in this digital and AI age. The concept of information literacy was first introduced by Paul Zurkowski in 1974, but its importance has grown exponentially with the rise of the internet and digital technologies. A study by Cochler et al. Found that individuals with higher levels of information literacy were more likely to make informed decisions in both personal and professional contexts. They were better at critically evaluating sources, understanding the context of information, and applying it to solve problems. The impact of information literacy extends far beyond academia. In our daily lives, it affects how we make decisions about our health, our finances, and even our political views. For example, researchers Dong et al. Found that individuals with higher levels of health information literacy were more likely to make informed decisions about their health care and had better health outcomes overall. However, the consequences of lacking information literacy skills can be severe. We've seen numerous cases where individuals have fallen victim to financial scams or made poor investment decisions due to an inability to critically evaluate the information that they encounter online. A 2023 report from the Federal Trade Commission revealed that Americans lost over $8.8 billion, yes, billion with a B, to fraud in 2022, with a significant portion of these losses attributed to online scams that preyed on individuals with low information literacy skills. Information literacy also plays a vital role in academic and professional success. A study by Shao and Purpur in 2022 found that students who received targeted information literacy training during their undergraduate studies reported improved research skills and greater confidence in evaluating information sources. This suggests that information literacy skills are not just academically valuable, but can have long-term career benefits as well. Let's introduce a concept that's relatively new but increasingly crucial: AI verification literacy. To the best of my knowledge, the concept of AI verification literacy that I'm introducing today offers a new perspective on how we interact with and evaluate AI-generated content. While related ideas exist in the fields of AI ethics and digital literacy, this specific framing aims to address the unique challenges posed by increasingly sophisticated AI systems. As AI becomes more integrated into our daily lives, understanding how to verify AI outputs is becoming increasingly important. AI verification literacy encompasses understanding AI capabilities and limitations, especially problems like AI hallucinations and model contamination, recognizing biases found in the model sets, as well as biases from the programmers who created particular models, knowing that they might be present in AI-generated content, and understanding how to cross-reference and verify information produced by AI systems. This skill set is becoming increasingly critical as we encounter more AI-generated content in our daily lives, from chatbot interactions to deepfakes to AI-written news articles. While AI verification literacy is a newly emerging concept, it builds on existing research in AI ethics and digital literacy. For example, a study by Zarilli et al. Published in AI and Society found that individuals who received training in AI ethics and capabilities were significantly better at identifying potential biases and limitations in AI-generated content. This highlights the importance of developing these skills as AI technologies become more sophisticated and widespread. The need for AI verification literacy is particularly evident when we consider the rise of deepfakes and other AI-generated media. A 2022 report from the Brookings Institution warned that the proliferation of convincing deepfakes could have serious implications for democracy, national security, personal safety, and personal privacy. Being able to critically evaluate and verify the authenticity of digital content is becoming an essential skill in our increasingly AI-driven world. AI verification literacy is becoming a must-have in the job market. A 2023 survey by the World Economic Forum found that 75% of companies plan to adopt AI technologies by 2025, creating a growing demand for workers who can effectively interact with and verify AI systems. This suggests that developing AI verification literacy skills could become a significant career advantage in the near future. It's also worth noting that AI verification literacy isn't just about identifying AI-generated content, it's also about understanding when AI can be a useful tool and when human judgment is necessary. A study by Lai et al. Found that teams combining human expertise with AI tools outperformed both AI-only and human-only teams in complex problem-solving tasks, highlighting the importance of understanding AI capabilities and limitations. Digital literacy, our fourth key concept, goes beyond just knowing how to use technology. It's about being able to navigate safely and effectively across digital platforms. It encompasses everything from basic internet skills to more advanced abilities like managing digital security and privacy settings, avoiding email or text scams, and understanding how to protect yourself and your data from cyber attacks. A study by Hadovik et al., published in Computers in Education, found that individuals with higher levels of digital literacy were not only more productive in their use of digital tools, but also better protected against online threats such as phishing attacks or identity theft. This research underscores the importance of digital literacy in both professional and personal contexts. The importance of digital literacy was further highlighted by the rapid, beneficial shift to remote work and online education during the COVID-19 pandemic. A 2022 report from the World Economic Forum emphasized the growing digital divide, noting that individuals with lower levels of digital literacy were at a significant disadvantage in the increasingly digital job and education market. Digital literacy also plays a crucial role in civic engagement and democratic participation. In a 2023 study published in the journal New Media and Society, researchers Bouillon and Theocaris found that individuals with higher digital literacy were more likely to engage in online civic activities, such as signing digital petitions or participating in online community forums. This suggests that digital literacy is not just about personal empowerment, but also about fostering a more engaged and participatory digital society. The need for digital literacy also underscores gaps in society. Because broadband internet and fiber are not yet seen as utilities, the gaps in infrastructure leave some segments of society behind, unable to advance their digital literacy. This excludes people in rural and disenfranchised communities from participating fully in jobs, in civic life, and even in their own healthcare and education. Furthermore, digital literacy is becoming increasingly important for older adults. A 2023 study by Sims et al. Found that older adults with higher digital literacy reported lower levels of social isolation and higher levels of life satisfaction during periods of physical distancing. This highlights how digital literacy can contribute to well-being and social connectedness across all age groups. A fun story about this is the Silver Snipers, which is a group of 62 to 82-year-old esport gamers that won the World Cup. Highly recommend looking it up for an uplifting story about digital literacy. These literacies don't exist in isolation. They complement and reinforce each other, creating a comprehensive skill set for navigating your digital world. For example, when evaluating a news article shared on social media, we might draw on our media literacy skills to consider the source and potential biases, our information literacy skills to fact-check claims and seek out additional sources, our AI verification literacy to determine if the article was generated by AI, and our digital literacy to understand how the social media platform's algorithm might be influencing what content we've seen. While research on the intersection of these four specific literacies is still emerging, studies on related concepts suggest that a comprehensive approach to digital skills can enhance resilience to online misinformation and manipulation. Further research could explore how these four literacies work together to improve digital competence and critical thinking. The intersection of these literacies is particularly important in the context of emerging technologies. For instance, as virtual and augmented reality technologies become more prevalent, we'll need to draw on all of these literacy skills to navigate these new digital environments safely and effectively. A 2023 report from the Future of Privacy Forum highlighted how the immersive nature of AR and VR technologies present new challenges for privacy and data security, emphasizing the need for comprehensive digital literacy skills. The combined power of these literacies is necessary for fostering critical thinking in the digital age. A study by Lee et al., published in the Journal of Information Science, found that students who received integrated training in multiple digital literacy areas showed significantly improved critical thinking skills compared to those who received training in only one area. This suggests that these literacies work synergistically to enhance our overall ability to think critically about the information we consume. Now that we've explored these literacies individually and considered their intersections, I want to talk about a new framework that I'm working on called the digital literacy ecosystem. This perspective views media literacy, information literacy, AI verification literacy, and digital literacy not as isolated skills, but as interconnected components of a larger system. While the concept of ecosystems has been applied to various digital contexts before, to the best of my knowledge, the specific framing of these four literacies as an interconnected, specific ecosystem offers a new approach to understanding their relationships. In this ecosystem, each literacy influences and is influenced by the others, much like the intricate relationships in a natural ecosystem. For example, strong media literacy skills can enhance one's ability to verify AI-generated content, while proficiency in digital literacy can provide the technical skills necessary to apply information literacy in an online environment. Also, this ecosystem doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's influenced by external factors such as education systems, access to technology, societal norms, and even global events. For example, the COVID-19 pandemic significantly impacted this ecosystem, accelerating the need for digital literacy skills across all age groups. Understanding digital literacy as an ecosystem allows us to better comprehend the complex relationship between these skills and the environment in which they're developed and applied. It highlights the need for a holistic approach to digital literacy education and policymaking, one that considers not just individual skills, but the entire system in which these skills operate. In the coming weeks, I'll be sharing how I'm thinking through this concept further, unveiling visual models and research that explores the implications. I believe this ecosystem perspective could provide valuable insights for educators, policymakers, and individuals seeking to navigate our increasingly digital world. If you're a researcher and you're thinking of something along the same lines, reach out. Let's combine our research and make something bigger together. So, how can we enhance these literacies within ourselves and our communities? Fortunately, there are numerous resources and strategies available. Many universities and online platforms offer courses in media and information literacy. For instance, the Stanford History Education Group's Civic Online Reasoning curriculum has been shown to significantly improve students' ability to evaluate online information. For AI verification literacy, organizations like the AI Education Project are developing resources to help individuals understand and critically evaluate AI technologies. And for digital literacy, initiatives like Google's Applied Digital Skills program offer free courses on a wide range of digital skills. However, it's important to note that developing these literacies is an ongoing process. As technologies evolve, so too must our skills in navigating them. A 2023 report from UNESCO emphasized the need for lifelong learning approaches to digital literacy, highlighting the importance of continual skill development in this rapidly changing landscape. One effective strategy for enhancing these skills is through hands-on, project-based learning. A study by Bulger and Davidson, published in the Journal of Educational Technology and Society, found that students who engaged in project-based learning activities that integrated multiple digital literacy areas showed greater improvement in their overall digital competencies compared to those who received traditional lecture-based instruction. Another promising approach is the integration of these literacy skills into existing curricula across various subjects. A 2023 report from the National Association for Media Literacy Education found that schools that incorporated media and information literacy skills into subjects like history, science, and language arts saw improvements in students' overall academic performance and in their critical thinking skills. For adults looking to enhance these skills, many public libraries offer free workshops and resources on digital literacy and information evaluation. In a 2023 study in the Journal of Librarianship and Information Science, researchers Marzuku and Elliott found that adults who participated in library-based digital literacy programs reported increased confidence in their ability to navigate online spaces and evaluate information critically. Despite the growing need for these skills, there are significant challenges and barriers to widespread literacy in these areas. One major issue we mentioned earlier is unequal access to technology and education. This digital divide isn't just about access to technology. It's also about having the skills to use that technology effectively. Researchers at the Pew Research Center found that individuals with lower incomes and education levels were less likely to have the digital skills necessary to navigate online spaces effectively. Another challenge comes from our own cognitive biases. Confirmation bias, for instance, can lead us to accept information that aligns with our pre-existing beliefs without critically evaluating it. Khan and Waheed in 2023 found that even individuals with high levels of media literacy were susceptible to confirmation bias when evaluating political news. Looking forward, what does the future hold for literacy in an increasingly digital and AI-driven world? As AI technologies continue to advance, the line between human-generated and AI-generated content is likely to become increasingly blurred. This will make AI verification literacy an essential skill for everyone, not just tech specialists. We're also likely to see a greater emphasis on these literacies in formal education. The World Economic Forum predicted that by 2030, digital literacy skills will be as fundamental to education as reading and writing are today. As we look to the future, it's clear that we need robust ways to assess and understand digital literacy skills. To address this need, I'm working on a new framework I'm calling the Digital Resilience Index, or DRI. While similar concepts like digital literacy assessments exist, my goal is to provide a comprehensive measure of an individual's ability to navigate and thrive in that digital literacy ecosystem we discussed by specifically incorporating the 4 literacies that we've been discussing today. The DRI will take into account proficiency in each of the 4 literacies, weighted based on their relative importance in different contexts. The goal is to create an easy-to-understand number that represents overall digital resilience. I'm excited to announce that we'll be launching a study to develop and refine this index. If you're interested in participating and discovering your own digital resilience score, check out the blog post that's going to follow this episode later in the week. It will give you a way to participate, and your anonymous participation will not only give you insights into your own digital literacy skills, but also contribute to new research in this field. By developing tools like the Digital Resilience Index, we can better understand where we stand as individuals and as a society in terms of digital literacy. This understanding can inform educational strategies, policy decisions, and personal development plans, helping us all become more resilient in the face of digital challenges. We may see the emergence of new forms of literacy as technologies continue to evolve. For instance, as virtual and augmented reality technologies become more prevalent and more accessible, we might need to develop new skills for navigating and critically evaluating these immersive digital environments as well. The future may also bring new challenges. The Center for Long-Term Cybersecurity at UC Berkeley predicted that by 2030, we might face sophisticated AI systems capable of creating highly personalized and persuasive misinformation. This underscores the ongoing need for adaptive literacy skills that can keep pace with technological advancements. Developing robust literacies across media, information, AI, and digital domains is crucial for navigating and thriving in the digital age. These skills empower us to make informed decisions, to protect ourselves from misinformation and online threats, and to participate fully in our increasingly digital world. As we've discussed today, these literacies are not just academic concepts. They have real-world implications for health, finances, for democratic processes. By enhancing our understanding and skills in these areas, we can better protect ourselves and contribute to a more informed and resilient society. Remember, developing these literacies is an ongoing process. Technology will continue to evolve, and so must our skills in navigating it. By staying curious, as we like to say, you'll be better equipped to navigate the complexities of the digital world and to make informed decisions. As we continue to explore and develop these concepts, I want to emphasize that the ideas presented today, particularly the AI verification literacy, digital literacy ecosystem, and the Digital Resilience Index, are evolving frameworks that I'm working on. They build upon existing research while offering new perspectives on how we can understand and navigate the digital world. I invite you, our listeners, to share your thoughts and experiences related to these concepts on the Patreon or via email. Your feedback is invaluable in refining and expanding these ideas and ensuring that they connect to other research in the field and that they reflect the diverse challenges we all face in our digital lives. Thank you for joining me on Cyberspace today. This is your host, Leslie Poston, signing off. Until next time, stay informed, stay critical, and as always, stay curious.